Hello everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls 3 Invasion action. I'm up at soul level 90 and I'm trying out something a little bit different. I'm using the heavy hand axe, which is a weapon that's been recommended very highly by Mocha Latte and I Am Amish. And I thought pairing it with the Greatsword Ultra Greatsword would be quite an interesting setup. So I came back to soul level 90 to give it a go, and I have been having an absolute fucking blast with this setup. I mean, it took me a good while to get used to not having the crossbow in my left hand, and it's sort of the first few invasions. I'm just getting used to using the hand axe, but once I hit my stride with this, my goodness, sort of the hand axe will pick up any slack that the Greatsword Ultra Greatsword is missing. Like you can put people in roll catch hell with the hand axe in the left hand. You don't need to have a chase down weapon per se anymore. Like I'm going to take the follower's javelin off my build now because I've got the hand axe. Because you don't need to do running attacks with this. You just sort of run up next to them and you can roll catch to buggery with this thing. It's fucking excellent, and it's great. It's better than the heavy cestus for mix-ups as well, because it does more damage and it's just as quick as the cestus, and it has slightly more reach. Obviously the hand axe doesn't have insane reach, so you know, something like a straight sword may be a little bit better. But oh god, when you're 1v1ing people, like if you have get someone on their own, the mix-up combination of the Ultra Greatsword and the hand axe is absolutely insane. But first off, sort of because I've been invading at low levels for a while. I mean, I would even class soul level 60 as sort of reasonably low level. Your survivability at those levels are quite high, and so you know, coming back up to soul level 90, where sort of you're just one stun off away from death, is sort of it was a little bit of a learning curve again. Every time I come back up to higher levels, I have to sort of relearn that I can't just 2v1 people in a small room and expect to come out the victor because I have the better build. No, I have to relearn sort of invader tech. So I went to town on this guy with the Millwood bow from afar. His phantom, Mr. No Vigor, got absolutely smushed by me, and so it's just a case of taking this guy out 1v1. And again, in this invasion, I'm still getting used to the hand axe and being able to, you know, roll catch with it. But as you can see there, you're doing really decent damage with it, even with just the regular 2-hit combo. It's absolutely fantastic. And again, like I was saying about too short, unlucky mate. Like I was saying about picking up the slack of the Greatsword Ultra Greatsword, like it's an excellent heal punisher. Whereas because of the slow swing speed of the Ultra Greatswords, it's very difficult to punish Estus. So like even if you run up to them and you try and do your R1 combo on them, very often by that time you've pressed your R1, they've finished their chug and they've rolled away. Whereas with the hand axe, it's so fucking quick, you can get a nice 2-hit combo on them before they finish their chug. And I've even been able to interrupt people chugging with this weapon. It's absolutely fantastic. I cannot say enough good things about it. So thank you very much to Mocha Latte and Amish for recommending this. It's I'm definitely going to keep this on my build from now on. So this next invasion is with Scary Boy, and I knew that name was familiar as soon as I invaded. And this is a guy who I did a video. He was in one of my soul level 10 videos, the password summon slaughter video. He was in the last invasion, and he had a password summon. And I was I invade him quite a number of times during my time when I was invading in Ashes of Ariandel. So he must have had the dried finger running, because I kept running into him. I suppose unless he was consistently dying and reloading the world in some way, but still, he was a scary boy. He was just as poor as he was when I met him at soul level 10, except now he's got Ornstein's armour. So maybe he and his friends all ganked the Nameless King to get Ornstein's armour, who knows. But he's got a phantom with him, which makes it infinitely more interesting. He's a serial running R1 poker with that bloody washing pole, and he's using Carthus Rouge on it, which is interesting. I say interesting; it's rather a poor choice for for resins of that for that weapon, but you know, it does have innate bleed, so there is that. Just runs into my hyper armor though. I'll tell you what. Now that I'm maybe even thinking about getting rid of the crossbow on this build, because the the hand axe is picking up so much slack. I can drop a load of weapons I've actually got that I can soft swap to, like the javelin and the crossbow, and just stack on loads of heavy armor and just be a really big meaty poise guy with these two weapons. I think that's what I might try and do. Maybe I'll keep the arbalist for hard swaps. Obviously, it's got infinitely more range than the hand axe, so maybe I'll have to keep it. He loves those running R1s. Pokey pokey. So good roll catches with that thing. That's insane. You just run up next to them, and you give if someone's really good with they've got really twitchy reactions and they can reaction roll most of your stuff. You just give them the little wiggle. You give them the little block wiggle. I can't remember who suggested that to me in one of the comments. It's a really good tactic when you got those fast weapons. Fantastic, and sort of it's just the timing mix-up potential. Like you hit that, you swing your hand axe and you hit them twice, and then as they panic roll away, you swing your ultra greatsword and you clip them with the ultra greatsword. It's fantastic. You can do so much damage. And so we meet poor scary boy again with his phantom. I mean, bless them, they were trying to play the level, so maybe they wanted the extra challenge of the drive finger. So for props to them for carrying on with it. But maybe they should have just, you know, not. See, I quite like the running attack on the ultra greatsword. I think it's quite serviceable for people who are running in one direction, straight forward. You can still get them quite reliably. Obviously, if someone is reaction rolling things and they're looking behind them whilst they're doing it, it's not so good. But still, it's quite a serviceable running attack. So I'm pretty much sticking entirely one-handed with this ultra greatsword. There's only a rare occasion where I'll go two-handed. I think the horizontal sweeps are far more useful than the vertical up and down ones. I really dislike the vertical swinging ultra greatsword moveset. It's just so narrow. It's sort of the hitbox, and there's so many directions in which the host can roll in order to avoid that swing that it sort of becomes rather frustrating, really. Next day, yeah. One dead. Yeah, if you just need one quick hit in, that hand axe really comes in clutch. It's excellent. So now we have to go find Scary Boy again. But bless him, he's carrying on, he's persevering. And look at this, just 1, 2, 3, just fucking smacking him with that hand axe. It's insane, absolutely insane. I love it. I was so pleased. I mean, poor Scary Boy, he didn't stand a chance, but I was so pleased with that sort of roll catch potential. It's fantastic. And like this guy seemed to be a really good PvPer. He was using the Corvian Great Meta Scythe. You know, not meta really, but I mean, some would argue that this is a meta weapon because of its janky hitbox, and I think they said there was a potential 3-hit combo in there. And so this guy was really good at reaction rolling and spacing and all that jazz. And the hand axe just shuts him down. Like he fucks up once, and then the hand axe is able to put on so much pressure. Because you just run up alongside him and you just keep smacking him with a hand axe. It's such a good pressure weapon. Again, because greatswords and ultra greatswords in general aren't offensive weapons. They're very defensive weapons. They're good when people are walking towards you, not when you're walking towards them. Like in the hand axe, it just picks up so much slack. It's so good. Oh dear, I love it. See, he fucks up here. I'll get him with the running attack, and then that's it. Like the hand axe pressures him too much. And then, boom, dead. GG. But point down. Stop being so meta. Yeah, it's just insane, man. Absolutely insane. I love it. So for the next one, I think this is perhaps the laggiest Phantom I've seen in a very long time. And those kind of fights are the most frustrating, sort of, because the Phantom, he's using Sellsword Windblades, so he has a really high DPS, and he's just lagging the fuck out, so all the damage from his combos just rack up at once. It's absolutely bonkers. Just skipping around all over the place. Look at him go. Don't you know, Dex is for pussies. You want strength, get a strength build, man. God, look at him. Jesus. Get a LAN cable. Fucking hell, they're not that expensive. But he thinks he's got the advantage on me because he's got the DPS, and he's doing shitloads of damage, so he runs down here and gets absolutely smushed by running into my Ultra Greatsword. Like I said before, and I know a lot of other Soul players say it, like, these weapons are really good when people are advancing towards you, which is why they're so good in invasions, because obviously you're going to be fighting a lot of multiple phantoms. You're going to be fighting multiple phantoms at once, and they obviously want to be moving towards you to try and kill you. So that's when these Ultra Greatswords really come in handy. Whereas in a 1v1 situation like that, I swapped over to the Manservant Hatchet just to get a sort of a quicker swinging weapon, because trying to advance with an Ultra Greatsword is near impossible for anyone who's got a brain cell. So we run up on old Scary Boy again. Poor Scary Boy. He really gets the worst of it. And bless him, like that video I did at Level 10 came out in January, so he's obviously still playing, so he obviously likes the game enough to carry on with it. So bless his heart. Maybe one day he too will make videos for YouTube. I hope he sees this. I want to say thank you, good job for persevering. So here we go, sneak up on them, get some sweet verticality on Scary Boy. So I went two-handed there just to maximise my damage output. Should have gone after the Phantom there with the hand eggs, but you know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So I'm able to put this Phantom under a lot of pressure. He has Tears of Denial, he has Love Tap, but that's not going to help him. Keeps rebuffing that fucking Curved Greatsword with Carthus Rouge. Yes, same guy. Goes to the parry, breaks Tears of Denial, throwing knife, boom, look at that. Fucking ace. So now it's me and poor old Scary Boy. And just interrupt his heal. Tries to run away, he can't. Too much pressure from the hand X. GG, Scary Boy. I'm being a vindictive asshole, so I smash down the bridge so when he respawns he can't get over to the chapel. Oh dear. And once again we have the scariest of boys. The ongoing saga of Scary Boy. He doesn't have his Phantom with him this time. And this is quite a quick fight. Dead. So GG, mate. Bless your heart. You are a king amongst men. So this guy was another sort of quite proficient PvPer, and he had quite a good setup. And he keeps bowing at me throughout this fight. So I don't know if he was trying to initiate an honor duel, even though he has Way of Blue equipped. And it's like, no, this is invasion. Stop. None of this bowing. No bows, please. I wave. Give you a sticky bandit wave. But no bows. And this guy is a very good PvPer. He's got, I think it's a straight sword and the S stock, so he's got the whole meta package. And obviously he's very good with his rolls again. But like the last invasion with the good PvPer, the hand axe can just put on so much pressure, and it will catch people right on the back foot. So once they make a mistake, that's it. So he summons the police for me, and bless him. Once the police arrives, he sort of allows me to 1v1 the blue, which, you know, fair enough. I suppose he was very honourable, very honourable. So I sort of move away. I'm like, right, okay, where's this blue at? I'm gonna go smack this blue down. He just stands there bowing at me. And there we go, veggies to the face when I'm not looking. I'm like, yep, okay, that's a blue. And yeah, bless him, the house sort of bows out and it lets me fight this guy. I don't think the blue is used to that. He's used to the ganks. He's used to being able to chuck his chaos bed vegetables and just gank a poor invader. And so I give him the little wig, because he was reaction rolling my stuff, I gave him the little wiggles with the hand axe, and that just sets him off into a panic roll chain. Look at that. Just roll catch hell. Roll catch fucking hell. Absolutely insane. Literally no effort. That took no effort on my part to roll catch like that. That was fantastic. Give him the edge, just to say thank you. And now the other blue's been summoned in, so I'll try and go and look for the blue. I'm not too worried since he let me 1v1 the other guy. And he probably thinks he feels quite confident in himself that he'll be able to take me out, given that I'm using an ultra greatsword. Thank you, sir, for letting me kill your blue spirit. And he sends the other one home. So, he obviously wants to fight me. He's got quite a big arsenal at his disposal, and he's going for those. I think that's a short bow, going for the sort of backstep running attacks, and which is actually quite good at pressuring people. Yeah, so he's going for the sort of the one hit and roll away deal. I'm getting quite frustrated with that, so I'm like, no, I'm healing. This isn't a duel. I get to heal. This is an invasion. I know you were trying to be honourable by letting me 1v1 the blue and, you know, all that stuff, but this is an invasion. I want to win it. I play quite recklessly here with quite low health. I don't know, I think maybe my feeling was, oh, if I stay at low health then maybe he'll make more mistakes. I quickly realise, alright, that's a stupid idea, because I can just get fucking one shot at that low health. Boom, boom. There we go. GG. I don't know why he didn't heal. Don't suppose it really matters. So, thank you very much. Very good. Now for the final invasion. This was a nice 2v1 with some quite aggressive players, and this was sort of like I said at the start of the video, it took me a while to get used to playing buckets at level 90, with the fact that you can't really stay amongst two people for too long. You know, like if I stay in this area with these two, with the fucking thugs, and this other guy's got a straight sword, then I'm just going to get put in stunlock hell and just lose every single ounce of my health. So this is when I start to play smart, because I died quite a few times when I initially came back to Solid 90. I was getting quite frustrated, and I was like, why am I dying so quickly? Why do I suck at this game? And it was basically because I was playing recklessly, because I thought I was playing Solid level 30 again, and I could just 2v1 and expect to come out the victor. But no, go to an appropriate weapon selection, because that great shield is what's going to do the damage. Because I'll just smack against the great shield, and whilst I'm doing that, the thug is going to come and smush me. So I go to the hand axe so I can get some nice chip damage. Sorry, not the hand axe, the hatchet. And if anyone's never tried the Man-Serpent hatchet, give it a go. And if you're not running an elemental build, then infuse it to deep. You won't get as much damage out of it than if you were to infuse it to heavy for a strength build, but the chip damage you'll get is a lot greater because you get the innate dark damage in it. So it's fantastic at chipping through turtles, and you'll see a little bit later on I'm able to take off a massive chunk of his health just by wailing on him on his great shield. Great weapon, fantastic weapon. I can't recommend it enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just dragging him back into sort of a more open area. I'm trying to find some PvE that's going to back me up, and I'm just sort of turning and burning and doing 1 or 2 hits and trying to roll out of there. And you see, just one hit of that thugs takes off like a third of my health. Absolutely nuts. So if he gets me and then the straight sword puts me in straight sword hell, then that's going to spell disaster for me. Fortunately, there are some doggos still alive. Takes the backstab. So that gets split up. and I just wail on this guy. I mean, you see how much chip damage I'm doing. This weapon pairs really nicely with the Night Slayer ring, because obviously you get the benefit of doing really good chip damage and wearing down his stamina as well. I really recommend anyone on any build, you need some weapon that can deal with turtles. I mean, if you're running a dart build, obviously that's less of an issue. I think you should still put something like the hatchet, man-serpent hatchet on there. The dark man-serpent hatchet is a really good swapping option. So anyway, that was the fun I was having with the hand axe, and I fucking love this weapon. So thank you, Amish and Mocha Latte, for turning me onto this, and I'll see you later.